ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another banger. Here is Kristen joining me for another video.
Hi guys.
This one's actually a special one because Kristen is South African and we are going to be trying South African food, snacks, sweet.
Yeah.
Snacks?
Yeah.
I'm actually excited to try is this authentic South African food?
Yeah. All South African food. I went to a specific South African store to get this.
So I really do not know where to start with all of this, and you'll probably have to explain to the camera what everything is. So tell me, where do we start? We start with sweet, savoury.
Well, what do you feel like? Savoury, sweet?
I reckon the big one. Not this thing. What is this?
Okay, so that's flings.
Flings.
It's like a puffy sort of like chip.
It's like a Cheeto?
Well, actually the flavour is like a corn maize sort of flavour. It just like melts in your mouth when you eat it.
Melts in your mouth.
It's like very subtle, but as a kid, this was like my go-to kind of chip.
So basically like a Cheeto. Yeah. Can we try it?
Let's try it.
It's literally like a chicken twisty, if you've had a chicken twisty, but with like Cheeto, that Cheeto type, you know?
The texture of the chip is like a Cheeto, but the flavour, it's like this is the original flavour. It's like a maize corn flavour.
Corn?
Yeah.
Really?
You could literally eat the whole bag of this.
It's actually yum.
It's so good. I love it.
I rate these. I genuinely rate these. These are great. Flings. Winner. Next.
Next, let's try these. This is called fritos.
Fritos.
These are like a tomato corn chip, but they're crunchy.
Tomato corn chip?
Yeah.
What the?
They come in different flavors, but the tomato is the most popular flavor. And it's like really crunchy and thin, but it's really, really yum.
Let's try it. Use your muscles. Touching this too. Hang on. There we go. Sorry, I had to fix the mic. Yep.
All right, let's give this a go.
Should be an ad on ads.
No.
They look like toenail clippings.
No.
So weird at first. What are they called? Fritos.
Fritos.
So weird at first. Almost like a grain wave.
Yeah.
Sort of. But with like a weird...
You could compare the chip to like a grain wave chip, but obviously the flavor is tomato.
Tastes like you put tomato sauce on it.
But it's yum though. I rate this.
They're all right. They're better.
The flings are better.
Flings.
Okay.
Let's have these. Let's go these.
You want to do all savoury?
All savoury first.
Okay. This is Simba chips. This is like our popular like brand of chips everyone goes to. It's like here in Australia, everyone loves Smiths. Simba's like our go-to.
Smiths. Good on you, Smiths.
This is Mrs. Ball's chutney flavour.
Mrs. Balls?
Yeah. Mrs. Ball's chutney flavour.
What a name, Mrs. Balls.
That's actually
How's Mr. Balls?
There's no Mr. Balls, only Mrs. Balls.
I'm sure, well, she's Mrs., so she has to be married.
Well, this is actually like a chutney sauce that we use like when you're cooking food and you have on the side almost like a tomato sauce but a chutney, and it's like a bit sweet but it's so yum.
Well, let's try it. I'll be the judge of that. I like these things. Flings. Flings tastes like Vegemite.
Vegemite?
Okay. Look a bit like a Smith's, or what's the other one? A Lay's?
Lay's, yeah.
Yeah, they're good. They're yum.
Oh, yum as.
Got like an Indian spice to it.
No.
No? Tastes like I've had a bit of a butter chicken or something. Really? Apricot, no? Simba. Cinder's killing it. These are yum.
It's yum as. We do actually have Lay's chips in South Africa too, but I couldn't get my hands on those.
Rate them. They're fantastic. They're so yum. So yum. I want to try one of these drinks to wash it down. This one?
All right, so this is the brand Sparletta.
Spaletta.
This is the flavor cream soda. So this was my ultimate go-to soft drink, especially cream soda. But I know in Australia cream soda is pink, but our cream soda is green.
Oh, really? I thought it was peppermint.
No.
Just
so this is green, but it is.
We'll have green soda with Mrs. Balls. Mrs. Balls.
All right.
Get yourself some of Mrs. Balls' chutney balls, chips.
Well, you can actually buy the balls chutney.
Yeah, fantastic. Should you have a sip first or me?
I haven't had one.
It's green?
Yeah, it's green.
Yeah, it is.
It's
like Mountain Dew. That's cool. I like that. How do I show the camera that it's green? Do I have to like spill it out a little bit? Anyway, it's green.
So the drink is actually green.
Very similar to our cream soda though. That's yum.
What do you rate that?
I'll give that a...
Would you have that again?
I'll have that. I don't really drink soft drink too much, but yeah, I would have that again.
Yeah, okay.
Knickknacks. Knick-knack paddywhack.
Knickknacks. This is a maize cheese flavored chip. This is kind of like Twisties, I would say.
Twisties?
But the flavor is a bit stronger.
Oh, really? Does anyone remember Twisties? They were Twisties, but they changed your tongue to be blue. That was so cool. You could, I think they were limited time Twisties, but they changed your tongue blue. That was so good. Oh yeah, these look like a Twistie.
Yeah.
These rip off a Twistie. Knick-knacks. Knick-knack paddywhack. Give a dog a bone. What flavour? Cheese.
Cheese.
Basically the same as a Twistie, but less flavour.
You think so?
I think so.
I think this has more flavour.
I think this tastes like more like actual cheese. But the other one has more flavour because it's artificial.
This does have another flavour, but cheese is the most popular one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Alrighty, what's next? You choose next. What's
Alright.
sweet or savoury? This thing?
This is more savoury, but a bit sweet. This is called tennis biscuits. This was...
Tennis biscuit?
Yeah. This was like...
Is what you have when you play tennis. So you have a game of tennis and then have one of these things?
No.
No.
As a kid, I loved this, but that was like my last resort, like sort of biscuit that was only available at my grandma's place. It's, you know, those biscuits where the mums love with their tea.
Is that Rose?
Yeah.
No.
All the mums, all the aunties, you know, having tea, they'll have tennis biscuits. But, you know, you'd only have it because you have no option, but that's the only sweet thing available.
So if I'm not playing tennis tonight, I can still have a tennis biscuit?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
It's a bit...
Will I have a cup of tea with a tennis biscuit just now or now?
Just now.
Just now, okay.
But tennis biscuits make the best base for like cheesecakes.
Oh, okay.
Any cakes with like a biscuit base, I always use this because it has like a coconut flavour to it.
Oh, spoilers.
Yeah.
Well, while you spend half hour opening it, I'm going to try Liqui Fruit Passion Power. Fruit juice blend. Here we go. This is what we're after. Yeah, I don't know really what else to say to that.
That is like a juice in a fizzy form.
So it's a fizzy juice, is it?
Yeah.
What is that? It literally tastes like a Prima or Primo. Basically a passion fruit drink that's gone flat. Tastes like, what's the passion fruit? Kirk's.
Oh, yeah.
Passiona.
Yeah.
Essentially the same, maybe a bit more passion fruit involved here. You know, they might have squeezed a few more passion fruits in here, but Yeah, it just tastes like it's gone flat.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to taste like that. Very high in vitamin C. 1 serving of fruit. Wow. Get your passion power today at your local City African supermarket.
It's a bit of a struggle to open this one.
2 hours later.
There we go.
Literally,
There we go.
finally got there.
Finally.
It's always the
I've
top
aged
ones
4
that
years.
break. Let's take one towards like the back. Can you
They
not
don't look
laugh
like-
at me?
Oh, okay. Oh, hello. Baker's tennis biscuit. Look at this. This looks unbelievable.
The design on it too.
Yeah, fantastic. Oh, it smells good.
Yeah.
Oh, they're good.
That's good.
They're good. I just smashed a packet of them.
Yeah.
They're fantastic. Tastes like one of the Arnott Bickies that we have, but with a coconut flavour. It's great. You gotta start playing tennis now.
It just melts in your mouth. And when you dip that in with the tea or coffee,
Oh, I'm gonna have one.
and it gets soft and you eat it.
We'll do that tonight.
Yeah.
I'm so excited now. Oh, I can't wait for a cup of tea.
This
Quick-
is a yes.
Quickly explain what this is,
Okay.
if
so
I didn't explain it very well.
liquid fruit. So this is actually a popular brand for like your juice. I think here is like what's a popular? Primo. But this is like obviously in a fizzy form. And they have heaps of flavors, but this is the only one I could find.
It's not bad. It's probably the worst thing I've had out of all these. It just tastes flat. Tastes like flat juice. Like it's supposed to be fizzy.
Well, this is passion power.
Yeah, but it tastes like it's supposed to be fizzy, but it's gone flat. You know, it's gone
Probably.
off.
Yeah.
We can chuck it over here. I'll still probably have it. Plus, serve a fruit in there. Like this. I'll try and
Okay.
open this one.
Well, that one will be easier.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's royal
Oh, okay.
creams.
Royal creams.
This is like a shortbread sort of biscuit with almond filling, almond cream filling.
Oh, hello.
This is also similar to tennis biscuits. It'll be for the mums and the aunties all having their tea.
Is that how
And
big it
this
is?
a biscuit.
This is 2.
It's 2.
Oh, I don't want 2. Just in case I don't like it. Royal creams. That's what it's called.
Royal creams.
You know what it tastes like? Amaretto. If you know what amaretto is, amaretto sour. It's like an alcoholic drink. From all the times I used to work in a bar, this is literally an amaretto, spilling it, an amaretto drink. If you love amaretto sours, get your hands on these things. It's that weird almond flavor. It tastes like
Yeah.
cherry, but somehow it's almond.
It's like an almond cherry sort of flavor.
Yeah, good.
But this is also nice with like a cup of tea or coffee.
I'm excited to have a cup of tea now. Never been more excited. Oh, I'll have this. Last drink we got.
Okay. This is Tropica. This is the most popular juice you can get in South Africa. This is the tropical flavor. I believe this one and pineapple and orange are my top 3 flavors. But I
Is it?
couldn't find orange and pineapple. I could only get tropical, and it's really tiny. You can even get them in like a 2-liter, like sort of like
Oh,
a
yeah.
milk carton. And it is like my ultimate go-to. I would like finish this in like 2 days. If I was at my grandma's place, she'll buy this, and in 2 days it's gone.
No wonder you're always hyper. Is it good though?
It's really good.
I heard that you, with straws, I don't know if you saw it, I put it on Facebook or Instagram, and it got taken down for being false and misleading. But apparently you do not put a straw in like this. It's supposed to go in like this way and sit at the bottom like an L shape so you can get every last drop. I'm gonna try
But
this
then
for
you're
the
gonna
first
have
time.
the sharp bit in your mouth.
Yeah, well, that's just what I heard, or
Okay.
what I saw. But we'll give it a whirl.
Let's give it a whirl.
Oh, sheesh. Yeah, You love that? Really?
I love it.
Serious?
Yeah.
I mean,
I love that.
it's not fantastic. It's not bad.
I mean, it's definitely got that tropical flavor to it, but it's very subtle.
Subtle. That's all I'm
Yeah.
tasting. I feel like I'm in Honolulu on on the beach, dripping. Yeah, living the dream. Yeah, that's average.
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 Wow.
And you love that.
I love that.
I don't know what your taste buds are diminished, I reckon. You got incorrect taste buds.
Really. That's just my opinion. I
know.
love
I
it.
know. Righty, on to the sweets now. Where do we start with the sweets?
Okay, and we've got quite a few.
Well, I'm going to be sucking on one of these bad boys for a while, so maybe save it
We
for
can do
last.
that last.
Right.
We can either do chocolates.
No, let's do this
Or
thing.
like-
I've had these before. Astros. I've had this
Had
before.
Astros before.
I think you bought them. Johnny bought them for me.
I think John might have.
Yeah,
But these
shout out
are
Johnny.
our equivalent to almost like M&Ms.
Yeah, these were good.
This was like, if you went to school and your mum put Astros in your lunchbox, it's literally like the best day ever.
So it means your
at
mum
school.
loves you.
Yeah. Well, she still loves you, but it was like an extra special treat if you got Astros, or if you went like shopping that one day and she just buys you a pack of Astros.
I mean, they're yum, yeah? But they're nothing special. I don't think so.
I mean,
It just tastes like an M&M. If you had an M&M, basically like this, just a little thicker.
as a kid, I loved these, but now I wouldn't reach for it as much as
You
I
wouldn't?
would.
You
No.
wouldn't? Yeah, no. Is Chomp the same thing that we have here?
What's chomp?
We've got Chomp here. Now, I'm not a fan of Chomp that we have here, but this looks different
I don't
compared to the
think
one we
it'll
have.
be-
So let's have this.
This chocolate, right?
Wafer biscuit and caramel covered in cocoa flavored coating.
Do you know what's funny? They'll give this like when you're a really young kid because it's like so soft, the biscuit, but it's like a bit chewy.
I haven't had a Chomp for years. Average.
I mean, to be
Super
honest,
bland.
a chomp was never my favorite chocolate, but my mum always bought these,
She did.
always.
Yeah, no. Put out on that side. I
But-
wouldn't eat that.
Because there was no other option, I ate it anyway.
You did?
I
Oh, I
ate
don't
it
know why you would do
anyway.
that to you, to yourself.
But mum always bought this for me.
That's bad. I don't like that. That's no good. Chomp.
That's a no.
It must be the same as what we have because I don't really like Chomp here. This looks the same though. Tex. What's a Tex bar?
It's
Milk
also-
chocolate confection with Aero. Is that how you
Yeah.
pronunciation? Centered filled biscuit wafer.
You know the Aero chocolates here?
Yeah.
It's like that.
I just didn't know how to say it. Oh, look at this. Looks like a log of poo.
This one's a lot better than Chomp.
That's way better.
But this is my mum's ultimate favorite chocolate.
Really?
If she wanted a chocolate, it was always a Tex.
I mustn't be a fan of wafer. Like wafer sucks. I mean, that's better than a Chomp bar, but it's still average. The only reason that's good is because of the chocolate.
Yeah, the chocolate's
Like that's
better.
a good chocolate.
Yeah. This one kind of gives you like that cheap chocolate
Yeah,
taste.
that is so crap. Who likes Chomp bars? If you like a Chomp bar, comment down below because that is a pile of crap.
You know when you go and buy Easter eggs and you always get those ones that's like the cheap chocolate, it tastes like plastic? That's what the Chomp reminds me of.
Yeah, I agree. The cheap Easter egg.
Yeah.
Let's go to this thing. TV bar.
TV bar.
What we got? Oh,
That was my ultimate favorite chocolate because it's got coconut in there and like rice bubbles.
it looks like a picnic.
No,
No,
nothing
it's-
like a picnic.
Different to a picnic. You say that was your favourite.
Yeah.
Average.
It's average.
Yeah, that's an average chocolate bar.
If you ever ask me what chocolate to get, It was always this.
What's it called? A TV bar.
TV bar.
Yeah, no. That's not very... I wouldn't be eating one of them
No?
by the TV. No. These look good though. These I've got...
Okay, so
Let's go with this one first.
this is PS chocolate. There's 2 flavors. This is also another like wafer biscuit. This one here is milk chocolate. This one is got a caramel sort of flavor. But what people loved about these chocolates is that a cute message on the end. So they'll say bestie or be my bae.
What's the QR code for?
Actually, if you go on the website to
scan
find
it?
out more.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to do that.
But basically, we would actually give this as like a little gift to someone, depending on what the message says. But it's a
Really?
good chocolate though. Okay, do you want to try caramel
Milk chocolate.
or milk chocolate? Okay,
Gotta go back to savoury, cleanse the palate.
yeah. Do like a,
Gonna have first bite this time, I feel like. Oh, hello. That sounds good. Is this wafer again? Mm-hmm. Oh. Just average. What's with the wafers? You guys love wafers.
I know.
This mustn't be much better.
Might be better because
What's
it's
white?
white chocolate.
I thought it was just a log of chocolate. I thought this was caramel, no?
It is caramel.
Caramel milk. Yeah, that's worse.
No.
You like that better?
I like the caramel better than the milk chocolate.
No.
I'm not a fan of white chocolate, but this is nice.
No.
It's got the caramel in there
It
to
doesn't
balance
taste
it
like,
out.
I don't think it tastes like that. I don't think it tastes like caramel though. It tastes
think
more
it
like white
does.
chocolate.
Yeah, white chocolate with caramel.
That's not caramel. Caramel is caramel. Crap.
I think that's so good.
South Africa, can you please change it to stop with the wafers. Stop with the wafers. Head back to this thing. This is fantastic. Love this. Mrs. Bowles.
All right.
So if I put this on my chin, do I have Mrs. Balls on my chin?
No. We've got now like our chewy, like sort of like lollies, jelly tots, or Maynards gummies.
Which one's better?
They're both just as great.
Let's go this one.
Yeah. Each color in that is a different flavor,
So I could eat the whole thing to have the true experience, do I?
but they each like separate.
Oh. They make it so hard. It's them. I feel like I've had these before. Oh, this look into my jaw. How hard is it to chew?
Oh.
What is this lolly? If you ever had to a kid, if you chewed
a
on one of
gummy
these,
lolly.
you would have the greatest jawline I've ever seen in my life. You know those people that try and sell you those jaw things where you chew on a jaw to get a good jawline?
Yeah.
Have yourself some, what are these called?
Wine
Maynard's
gum.
wine gum.
I mean, it does take a bit to eat the whole thing.
Oh, it's unbelievable. I'm getting a headache chewing too hard.
In terms of flavor,
Yeah, great.
great.
No, maybe not great. Pretty good. All right.
I think it's good.
Better than all that.
You'd rather eat that than all the chocolates.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go
Alright.
jelly tots.
Jelly tots.
Fresh jelly tot.
Love jelly tots.
Oh, these look good.
These are chewy, sort of like
They
lolly.
look like a Sour Patch, but not like,
Yeah.
are they sour or no?
No. They do make them in sour and a whole bunch of different colors.
I don't know where that went.
So if
Oh,
you
well.
go on the back, or the labels covering it, it tells you what each color the flavor is.
That was so bland, it didn't even taste like anything. It didn't even taste like sugar.
Try that one.
A little bit. Bland as. No.
This, oh, I'd eat the whole bag in a day.
Yeah, because it's sugar. Not much
I
flavour
think this
going
is
on.
so good, yeah.
No way.
It does have flavour.
Oh, there it is.
I mean, I will say the green and the yellow has less flavour. They're like lime and lemon, which I never really liked.
Average.
I think it's good.
You reckon?
Yeah.
No, it's average.
I love it.
Last but not least, a couple of suckers. What do you call lollipops over there?
Suckers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
A couple of suckers right here.
call
Look
it
at these suckers. Which one's better?
Fizz pops were like my
Is
go-to.
that the red one?
I do love cherry.
No. Isn't that your
Cherry.
nickname? Cherry? Or isn't that what they call South African girls? Cherry?
Yeah, when a guy's like calling his girl.
Hey, Cherry.
Like, not in terms of like to call her over, but like, you know, like how here guys in Australia, they're like, oh yeah, that's like, what, like Mrs. or something.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of Mrs., they're like, yeah, that's my cherry.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So instead of saying like, you're my missus or something,
Yeah.
they go, you're my cherry.
Yeah,
You're not my girlfriend, you're my cherry.
yeah. It's not like, in a way, to call them over.
Pull them over. You make them sound like a dog. Cherry, you
Well, you know, some people might have a nickname, but it's not like that.
This is yum.
What do you rate that?
This is good. It's super sweet. Tastes like your fake apple stuff.
I can't open it though.
Yeah, this is good. Is there a sherbet in the middle, is it? It looks like there's sherbet in the middle. I don't know if you can see on the camera, but yes, sherbet in the middle. Out of everything, this was probably the best. Best chip, at least. These two biscuits, this biscuit, oh sheesh, that was close. And this, fantastic. Both of these were great. Yeah, probably those are my
And
favorites.
flings?
Yeah, flings were pretty good too. Them, what if you can see on the camera, this stuff, load of crap. Do not buy, do not waste your money. This, fantastic. Mrs. Balls. Can't believe you like that's a thing.
It is a thing.
Yeah, they're
I'll have
great.
to buy the sauce for you to try.
They're so yum. Oh, there's one that's bent over. Hang on, like folded over, I mean.
It's like a burrito or a taco shell.
Yeah, they're good. What's your favorite?
My favorite has to be the flings. Definitely the tennis biscuits. And then the cream soda.
Cream soda.
Yeah.
All drinks were pretty average, I reckon. Like, they weren't nothing special. Thank you again for shopping and helping me with another video. I do appreciate it. Did you have fun?
It did bring back memories of living back in South Africa and being a child and having all these lollies and chocolates.
Did it?
I mean, it's been a while since I've had this, so it's like reminiscing sort of memories that's attached to each item.
Well, thank you guys for watching this video. I do appreciate it. Thank you, Kristen, for helping me out. Thank you for going shopping.
Anytime.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Oh, I did.
You had
100%.
fun?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications so you don't miss a thing. We might do another South African, or you might try some typical Australian things. We've got so many things lined up that we would love to do. So just make sure you like the video because it keeps me motivated, I guess. If there is anything else you want to see, let me know in the comments. If you have tried any of these, let us know what's your favorite. If you have tried some of these before, let us know what your least favorite was. Thank you guys for watching, and we shall catch you in the next video.